Hello, friends. My name is Kathleen Whitehead. I channel a group called the Aspects of Love, who are the loving aspects of many beings. I also give a little bit of an update on what has been my week, and probably like the most of the rest of you, it's been a week. So I'll chat a little bit about that, and then I'll do some light language and go into channeling mode. We have my friend Cheryl with us this evening, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful for all of the people who might find this video whenever you find it. And I'm very thankful for anyone who makes a comment or subscribes or hits the like button or any of those things. But I do trust that whoever is meant to hear this message will find this message. So I hope you're having a good day. My week, I ventured into a couple of darker spaces, in that I spent too much time finding out what's going on in the world. And then that took me into a day of strong emotion of anger, which is not a pleasant place for anyone. And it's very uncomfortable for me. And so then I had to pull myself back. And the next day, I spent the day in extreme weariness. And I'm not sure how much of that was from the energies, but I know that it was my choice, that I choose to be wherever I am. And I guess probably my choice of paying attention to the workings of the 3D world and all the drama that is there currently, and to combine with the energies, caused me to experience those things. And I suppose what I would do with that is I will remind you that that is always your choice. And I had to experience because of my choice. And then I got to thinking, how would I like to see the world? In what ways would I like to be in the world? And I came upon something that I've been doing, and that is I am, as much as possible, living in a gifting and sharing economy rather than a financial based economy. Now, to be sure, I have retirements, and so I have resources that are financial in nature, but I provide services, and I gift and receive, and I wish to do more of that. And I've been thinking about that. I might even write a book, but I don't know. And I thought about the ways that we could be in a gifting economy in a loving, intentional, and trusting way. And I came up with 3 ways to I call it bartering with love. And one way is in a direct exchange. And I kind of made an example using potatoes and tomatoes. So I had to throw away some potatoes last week because I couldn't eat them fast enough. I don't want to do that anymore. So I've decided that I'm just going to split the bag of potatoes and uh, give them to my neighbor who actually gave me some tomatoes last week. So that is a direct exchange, somewhat reciprocal with the same person. And then there is the round robin. So my example is I have potatoes, he has tomatoes. I don't need tomatoes, so he can offer them to someone else who has cucumbers, and I might like to have the cucumbers. So that just brings it around. But we each one give to the other one without expectation that they will of any kind of repayment. But then it comes around, and people do this with love. And then there is the way that I wish to work, and that is with complete trust. At any time that I have something that is from my abundance, uh, that I can gift to someone, I will gift it to that person. And then they, of course, have to live close enough for me able to make the transfer. But gift that to them, trusting that my generosity will come back to me, trusting that the love that I give in that offering, whatever it is, no matter how far it might reach, that I will be taken care of. And so the thing that this particular type of economy requires love and belief that there is enough, belief that we will be taken care of, and the knowing that the universe loves us, provides for us, and puts us where we need to be. And all we need to do is do what is in our heart, whatever that is. So that brought me out of the darker place that I was, thinking of those things, of ways that I can extend love. So those are my thoughts for this week. I hope you had a better week. I will tell you that the energies are very strong and powerful, but they are assisting us in our journey to awakening. So now I will take a moment and bring in some light language, and then the channeling of the aspects of love. And I will say they feel a little different. They feel stronger. So we'll see. I give deep gratitude for all the beings who are here with us at this moment, who are going to be with us at later moments, or since time doesn't exist, earlier moments. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for whatever messages you might convey. I hereby ask that my own ego be seated to the side and become the observer of the messages. Thank you. We give and receive love. Ha si si kiatata e tatina tanya namatai katai ha aya na layana pakese e tate tiamanatai ti e siata bakate e sianamayete. Hello, we are here with you, and we are grateful to be here with you. We make this connection with you in order to assure you that we are ever watchful and here to help in whatever way you might request. We want to talk a little bit more, as our friend Kathleen began, with choices. What we observed is that the reality that you live, experience, is a reality based on the choices of what you believe, what you think about, what you say, and what you do. And this is all beautiful. You cannot do anything wrong. It just affects the reality that you experience. So we ask you to consider how much time you might spend thinking of lack of anything, lack of friends, lack of resources, lack of good weather, lack of anything. Because thinking about lack attracts that lack to you. We suggest that you think of in terms of gratitude for all of the things that you do have access to. You have health, to whatever extent that you have health. And if you, as long as you are still inhabiting a body, you have some modicum of health. You have abundance of friends, of many different resources. And you must recognize. So maybe you don't even know these friends, but there's someone out there, even if you are the loneliest person, there's someone out there who is praying for you, a human. There's also many beings around who are with you and willing to help. We suggest that you spend time thinking of what you do possess rather than the lack. We wonder how much time you spend thinking about the future. Some might say worrying about the future. Some might say thinking about the future and imagining. Worrying about the future is futile because that takes you out of the present time. And we would suggest that if you are imagining the future, you keep yourself in the present in these imaginings. Imagine that these things are here with you now because those things that you imagine of a pleasant nature or even an unpleasant nature will come to you. And they will, if you think in terms of they are here now, they will be here very soon. We just ask you to consider whether you are choosing to use your thoughts and your imagination and your abilities of all kinds, your gratitude, your love. We suggest that you use those to bring yourself into a higher joyfulness, a higher satisfaction, and that will be different for everyone. Ask yourself, what am I grateful for? I myself, as Kathleen, am grateful for the trees, for the friends that I have, for this time of being in this channel. We just leave you with the thought of considering what kinds of choices you make and be aware of those choices based on your beliefs, your thoughts, your words, and your actions. We will leave you now and open for questions if there are any. But first, we will gift you with some of our energetic love. Samanahete eseketiata. Temianana yatata ayatata ebetete. Ha chiketete emianata ayatiata pikitia. Ha ye tabe etiata pa ka na ye. We will ask if you have any questions you would like to ask us at this time.
So I have a question.
Thank
and
you.
It relates to your comments about not worrying about the future, staying in the present. And even if it seems like even if you have good ideas of what you would like to have the future be, not worrying about it, but toward a better future compared to whatever the current circumstances are, that we should bring that into the present. So could you have some suggestions on how to make that happen?
We would start by, in your presence, you look around and assess the things that you have that you are grateful for. So, grateful for friends or housing or money or whatever it is, peace, your safe place in your home that you can create as a haven from the things that are not, that do not concern you, that are happening elsewhere. So you start with that gratitude of where you are in this moment and anchor yourself in the present moment. And then imagine, what if I had a nice big rocking chair right there? That puts it, that is right there in the present. Just and say to yourself, I have that rocking chair. And you put yourself into the energy of having that rocking chair and enjoying that rocking chair. And that is how you manifest things that are not material at this moment, but can be, and that you wish to bring into materiality. So that you can imagine also things that are in the present. Like, for instance, if you want to um, imagine that you have beautiful spiritual beings all around you in the present, and then begin to feel them. If you are slightly upset about something in the present, then you can bring joy into yourself in the present time. The future, while you can hope for things and manifest things, you have to start in the present and recognize and put yourself in the energy of gratitude and love for where you are at this moment, because that will bring other things into your presence. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. It was a wonderful answer. And without me asking some of the questions that were concerning me around that, you did answer them quite delightfully. Thank you.
Thank you. We express our gratitude for the connection that we have in this interchange. Do you have any other question?
I do have another question. I have always been of and involved in nature, but it goes up and down with my life, and as you said, what my focus is in the present. But lately I'm being pulled back into spending more time in nature, in the natural world where there's, kind of a forest area and the birds and whatnot. Is that helpful for what we're going through for myself and everyone else?
It is not only helpful, it is part of the process, in that you are becoming more one. You are realizing that the trees and the plants and the animals and the insects and the dirt all have consciousness, and you are expanding your consciousness, and the trees and animals are expanding their consciousness, and it's meeting. It's more of a gathering, a reciprocal joining of the beingness that is present. So not only does it help you in all of the changes that are happening, because we will take the trees, for example. They have healing abilities. After all, they provide the oxygen that we breathe, but they have an energy that can be very peaceful and calming for you, and a communication, if you will, but it is part of the process. They are healing you. They are uplifting you. You are healing them by your love that you give, and you are uplifting them as you ascend, as you increase your love, you are sharing that. So you are being pulled by nature, as many, many, many are. Those who are aware mostly are, and being pulled because it's like nature wants to give a hug and get a hug from you as you ascend. And not only that, bring some nature in the form of the peace that is within nature. Bring that into your peaceful space, in your home, in your car. Allow all of this beautiful energy that is nature. And of course, everything really is nature. You are nature, and water is nature, and your houseplants and your animals, if you have them, even those irritating little bugs, are nature. And so just realize that you are attracting each other. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does. Wonderful and marvelous. And the last thing I have to ask you, do the Sasquatch have anything to do with all this?
The Sasquatch are emissaries. They are as extremely intelligent beings that are connected with everything around. They have the ability to project more easily into your energy uh, system, something that might say, come and join us, come into the forest and experience with us. So let's just think in terms of them being the spokesperson
Mhm.
for the natural world, as nature is all full of all sorts of beings. The Sasquatch are somewhat leading, because they, first of all, they are allowing more and more people to be in contact with them, because they are full of love, full of magic, and they wish to let us know that we are also full of magic as human beings. So, yes, the Sasquatch are leading the charge. They might direct you to go and put your hand on a tree, because they know that that tree both needs your healing and you need its healing. So, yes, the answer is yes. The Sasquatch, and we mentioned those little bugs, they do not have the voice that Sasquatch has. They have a consciousness, absolutely, but it's a little different from the beingness of Sasquatch. And it's different from the beingness of a duck or of a raccoon or whatever. Each one has a different, but the Sasquatch has language that is closer to human language. So and an understanding that is closer. So yes, and be grateful for the Sasquatch who have been around you, and they are rooting for humanity, as we in the galaxies are rooting for humanity. Your nature on your planet is magnificent.
Mhm.
The variety of beingnesses and experiencers. So each individual being, from the grain of sand to the Sasquatch, to the human, to the deer, to the plants, each has its own sentiousness and consciousness. And the variety is magnificent. Not every planet has such variety. And you have the opportunity to learn from each and every beingness. Does that help you?
Wow, thank you so much.
Oh,
It's brilliant.
thank you.
It's brilliant.
Thank you for being here with us. And you are a scientist, but you have also embraced magic.
Mm.
And you can blend the seemingly opposites.
Mhm.
They really are not opposites, they are the same. But your brain is able to bridge the distance between the two. And we would say that you have been chosen because of this. We would even say that you were chosen to become a scientist because of where you are today.
That makes, yep, that makes so much sense.
We love you in who and where and what you are, and who and where and what you do. As each individual, each beingness has their piece of the puzzle. Each individual, each grain of sand is different from the grain of sand next to it. Each human, it has a unique set of, we're going to call them gifts. Each human has a unique set of abilities and gifts and thoughts and all of that. And so each human, each grain of sand, and everything in between goes up to make this puzzle that is alive and growing on your planet. So enjoy, embrace, encounter all of it. Is there any other question?
I have no more, and thank you so much for helping, and thank you for your presence here. It is most appreciated and it is most needed here right now.
We are honored to be with you. It is our honor to inhabit the vessel that has chosen to be helpful to us. We are honored in every way. It is our love that we gift to you, and we will gift a bit more of our loving, energetic language as we say good night. Shiti itia pate shiketa temenia